the fact that LeBron James uh, is your guy and he's your GOAT, and you sit there and say he's the greatest player of all time, and yet you hold Michael Jordan to a higher standard. That's crazy. Um, it's crazy how you can sit there and say that he choked the 1998 against the Detroit Pistons because his points, rebounds, assists, all that dropped to regular season. But that logic can use against LeBron James. Because if you compare LeBron James' regular season statistical stats from 2011 in the regular season, right, compared to the NBA Finals, the numbers, the rebounds, I think the field goal percentage, the true shooting percentage all dropped in the finals. But you sat there and said he didn't choke. But sat there and said Michael Jordan choked when he averaged damn near what, I believe, I'm not trying to get it, well, I'm just on the top of my head, like 28, 29. So it's just a hypocrisy in your logic. You're not consistent. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you that you hold Michael Jordan to a higher standard.
Cap.
Scottie Pippen is why Michael Jordan got out of the first round, sir. He is exactly why he got out of the first round, sir.
Bro.
And without Scottie Pippen's play in Game 5 of 1988 first round, the Chicago Bulls would have lost in the first round again, and Michael Jordan would have been averaging 45 points like he was doing throughout those playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan played in 8 playoff series between 1988 and 1990. And 5 of those playoff series outside of Detroit, Michael Jordan was destroying the NBA. This is Michael Jordan in 1988 versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look at how great Michael Jordan was playing. This is the same playoffs. Look at these numbers. Look what Michael Jordan is doing. This is what they don't want to address. But as soon as Michael Jordan has to go up against the Detroit Pistons team, all those numbers drop. Everything, his field goal percentages, his assists, blocks, steals, points, all of it dropped. Michael Jordan's career average in the playoffs is 33 points per game. He only averages 30 points per game in these series. That means he's choking. But in this same playoff average between 1988 and 1990, Michael Jordan was averaging 36, 7, and 7 and 52%, including the playoff series with the Detroit Pistons. So he is underperforming by his standards in the playoffs. I never used it for the regular season, which is why you guys are all liars. I've always compared players to what they do in the playoffs.
He ain't lying. That's right.
These are Michael Jordan's playoff numbers. He underperformed versus Detroit 3 straight years in a row.
Damn.
They continually embarrassed Michael Jordan. It was so bad that Michael Jordan was put on the cover of SI. He was put on the cover of SI because they was like, can anyone shut down Michael Jordan? Of course not, but Joe Dumars and the Pistons come the closest. Why? This is 6'4". That's not
very nice, Ajani. That's very nice.
That's not Clutch Sports. This is not Clutch Sports doing this. This is SI, a credible basketball source. This is credible information, ladies and gentlemen. Again, all the playoff series, again, in 1988 against Cleveland, Michael Jordan averaged 45 points. Against Cleveland in 1989, they averaged 40 points. Against the Knicks, he averaged 36 points in 89. Versus Milwaukee, he averaged 37 points in 1990. Versus Philadelphia, he averaged 43 points in 1990. Michael Jordan never scored less than 35 points versus any other team in the playoffs outside of the Detroit Pistons. When he goes against the Detroit Pistons, he puts up 27 points per game, 30 points per game, and 32 points per game in 1990, and he chokes in every playoff series. Every last one of them. And when
that's amazing how that's a choke, Ajani.
Sir! Who the hell is interrupting my kung fu?
Hold on, bro. It's amazing you love to cut me off, but when it's your turn, I will fucking cook you too. Like I said, I'm going off of their numbers. You want to go off of what LeBron James did? Again, if you go off of what they did in the postseason compared to what they did in that same series, LeBron James did not choke like Jordan did. And if you want to say LeBron James choked, because that's not what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. We don't believe in choking. We don't believe in meltdowns. But this is the conversation you want to have. And now that we have information to prove that you don't know shit and that Michael Jordan is the one out here choking, now none of this matters. So if Jordan didn't choke in 1988, LeBron didn't choke in 2011. It's your choice. You make the choice. Not me, ladies and gentlemen. These are all facts that I bring up. This is why he couldn't stand it.
But wait, there's more.
I got more for you. I got more for you.
Yo, chill, son. Yo, chill.
Here we go. From the regular season, Jordan went down 7.6 points, and he went down almost 3 field goal percentage from what he did in that playoff series. In the playoffs, he went down 9 points and 4.5 points when he did in that playoff series. And if we go back from what he did from the series prior, he went down 18 points and almost 9 field goal attempts. LeBron James, from the regular season, yeah, you can say from the regular season he had a bigger drop than Jordan did in the regular season. But in the playoffs, he didn't. He only went down 5.9 points. Only 3 shots. And if we go from the next series, it's not as bad as Jordan did from the Eastern Conference Finals in 2011 to what LeBron did in the finals. It's not as worse as Jordan's drop-off. So I'm giving you multiple aspects, multiple numbers to show you why Jordan choked. Why? And mind you, like I said before, LeBron wasn't the league MVP. LeBron wasn't Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron wasn't the scoring champ. LeBron wasn't the steals title champ. LeBron wasn't an all-star MVP. The only thing LeBron James was that Jordan was that year was all-NBA first team and all-defensive first team. After that, there was nothing else. That is why the Heat were underachieving the whole year. The Chicago Bulls won 50 games for the first time, and they haven't won it since the 70s, if you want to go there. So it shows you how much the Bulls were on a rise, and they lost to a team that had no all-NBA player, no all-defensive player, 1 all-star, and 1 20-point-per-game scorer. Jordan couldn't beat that team, who was running a regular defensive scheme of pushing him left. Y'all say that LeBron can't break down a basic 2-3. Jordan couldn't fix a defense that forced him left for 3 straight years.
Wild.
Stop.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. Here in GOAT James Kingdom, we attack the GOAT debate head on, where we challenge all Michael Jordan fans and all LeBron detractors to who is the GOAT of basketball. You can catch us every Sunday noon Eastern Time, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, for the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and Ajani. Also, we go live Friday nights with the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, where you catch special shows and content as a GOAT James Kingdom follower and subscriber. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership, where you can get exclusive content